How you doing, big man? What's your name?
John Dot.
John Dot. How you doing? My name is Officer Yashua. Your African heritage, what you gotta understand is, we're gonna explore history real fast, right? Historically, who are the nations that's responsible for our enslavement right here?
Islamic nations and European nations.
That's it?
Basically.
Okay, give me Joel chapter 3. Well, you gotta realize...
I know you're not trying to blame
because
the African kings who sold slaves.
We're not gonna blame anybody. We're gonna tell you history, especially before history became history. It was prophetic. Come on.
Joel chapter 3, verse 2. Verse 1, for behold, in those days,
in
that time,
Bible dictionary.
Well, when I shall bring the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat.
So when it's saying bring again the captivity of Jerusalem, right? Meaning this is the days that we're being free. This is the day when the Most High is gathering all the nations down into the valley of decision. That's the valley of Jehoshaphat to judge them, right? Come on.
And we'll plead.
It didn't happen yet, but it's occurring right now. This is why we're out here to teach our people they better repent.
And we'll plead with them there.
Hold on, brother. Let's go one point at a time.
And we'll plead with them there for my people.
He's going to plead with all of the nations for his people. Come on.
For my people, for my heritage, Israel.
Heritage. What is a heritage? What makes up a heritage, brother?
Heritage is made up of your culture, your language, all the practices that make you a people.
Exactly. Like, as an example, when they say soul food, what nation of people is that coined towards?
Usually toward Africans in America.
Okay, when they say fried chicken and stuff like that, African Americans. So there's a certain dietary code that comes with a nation, right?
Usually.
Like dogs and rats, we don't eat those things, but there
Chinese
is
food
exactly,
or Italian food or whatever food that's your culture.
You're right. So there's a dress code that comes with a culture, right? The way that we dress distinguishes us from other nations because in order for the so-called white man to give us proper description of somebody, they say they dress like this, they dress like that, and usually that the end result is one of us being murdered in the street for false whatever accusations, or sometimes it's for, you know, they rightfully so coin us as a robber because we robbed the store. We're known to do things like that. Come on.
Whom they have scattered among the nations.
Because I'm letting you know about our heritage, your language. What language are you speaking right now?
Language of your question.
Okay.
Language we were taught.
You're an African though in America.
Language you speak.
Listen, brother,
we were brought here by Europeans.
The difference between what I'm saying and you're saying is I understand why I speak English, and we're going to explore that. What I'm asking you though, what I'm asking you though is, because you're asking the young brother about heritage, I'm asking you, what language do you speak right now?
I speak English.
Okay, why do you speak English?
Because our oppressors brought us here, and that's the language we're taught.
So when he said that prophetically that you would lose your heritage, wouldn't that include your language? So the things that this young brother was bringing out was truthful. You understand? Come on.
Whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land.
And our land was it not parted? Did our land get taken?
Yes, it did. But
okay, come on.
And they have cast lots.
Not a part of our heritage.
Say it again.
I said, our English language that we speak now.
I never said it was.
It's not a part of our heritage.
I never said it was.
Our heritage is African languages that were stolen from us.
What language did you speak? Where did you come from? There's 1,000 languages in Africa. Which one was yours? And there's different dialects to those languages.
I can't say that for certain.
Okay, now
that was lost to us.
Now here's the thing.
Should we adopt another language because we don't know?
No. What I'm saying to you, brother, is there's things that you don't know. Okay. And the Bible has the solution and has the answer to it. Come on.
That's if you believe the Bible. That's if you believe in the Bible.
If I said I could fly and I flew in the air, is it believable? Yeah. Okay, if the Bible said that your people's going to go into slavery and you're going to go on slave ships and you're going to learn a different language, would that not be true? Because where's that at in any other book?
There have been literally hundreds of thousands of people who've been enslaved over the course of history.
Then you show me.
Come on.
Whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land.
Come on.
And they have cast lots for my people.
You know what lot is? Lot is this, right here. When they put you on oxen and slave blocks and they sold you by highest bidder, that's what lot means. Come on.
And have given a boy for an harlot.
And turned our sons into breeders. Come on.
and sold a girl for wine,
And they raped our women as well. Come on.
that they might drink. Yea, what have you to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon?
Do you know who Tyre and Zidon is?
Ancient cities.
Ancient what?
Ancient cities.
Of where? Of who? Who's the founders of those cities?
I know the founders of
They're Africans. Come on.
And all the coast of Palestine?
And all the coast of Palestine. Who are the Palestinians?
Boy, you know your AC don't work.
What's their nationality?
original Palestinians or Palestinians now.
The Palestinians now. Because we took that land from the original ones. But what I'm saying is, who are they today?
They're Aryans.
They're Arabs. Come on.
They're not.
Will you render me a recompense? And if you recompense me, swiftly and speedily will I return your recompense upon your own head.
Come on.
Because ye have taken my silver and my gold
They robbed us.
and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem.
That's what he was trying to explain to you. That we are of the tribe of Judah. That's who we are. That's what history say. So I'm gonna throw out a couple authors that you might have read.
So you think that
Listen, brother, let
all
me.
Africans in America are from the tribe of Judah?
Not all of us. No, because we're lumped in whatever the so-called white man says. But those of us who know that we're African American or claim that, that's who we are. But what I'm gonna ask you is this: I'm gonna throw out a couple authors, like J.A. Rogers. You ever read him?
Everybody's read J.A. Rogers.
Okay, Ivan Van Sertima, Sheikh Anti-Diop, all of these people. All right, J.A.
Ancient
Rogers will let,
civilizations.
huh?
Ancient civilizations.
J.A. Rogers will let you know who you are. That the first people that was taken into slavery was Jews that was of Spain. Because you know that we ruled Spain for 700 years, right? You heard of that history, right? Those were Israelites, come on.
The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians.
It told you that.
Are you saying the Moors who ruled Spain were Israelites?
Yes. What does the word Moor mean? So if I called you Moor, what am I saying? What does the word Moor mean?
Say what it means to you.
Brother, all I'm asking you is what does it mean? That's like if I said, what
To
does
me, Moor is simply a term for people.
Moor is a term for a color. It wasn't a race of people. The word Moor means black people. So when you're up in Europe fighting Europeans or Edomites, because that's what the Bible calls them, if you're up there fighting them, the first thing that they're going to identify you with is being a Moor, because in that language was black. Come on.
That ye might remove them far from their border.
So here's the thing.
I don't think Moor signs brothers with it.
Who cares about what they would think? What we're saying is the definition of a word.
They have a whole different philosophy on what it means to be a
but that's
Moor.
all good and all. But what I'm asking you is, what does black mean?
Black
It's a
means
color,
that's a
right?
color.
Okay, so everybody dark skin was called black by the European in some shape, form, or fashion, or they were called nigger, or they was called Negro. All it meant was black. Negro's not a race of people, is it?
Not at all.
Because a lot of people that's darker than you, like those East Indians, there's dudes that's darker than you, and out of all of us, you and him is the darkest standing here.
Probably.
And this brother right here,
Yeah, brother.
you see what I'm saying? But there's other nations of people that's called dark skin or black by the European, but would they say that they're the same kind of black as you? So if the white man lump them in the same
Shade
category,
makes no difference. We're all
I
black.
know that's my point.
White
No,
folks, we're all
no,
niggas.
we're not all the same. Give me that non-Bible dictionary hand.
The book of Ham.
Why are we not all the same?
I mean, the
Book of Ham, the Bible dictionary. I
Bible Compact Dictionary. Ham, the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood.
So you're right in this.
Well,
Hold
you're
on,
not
brother.
seriously going to say that
Brother.
you think that all of us came from Ham.
Listen, no, would you stop? You gotta stop talking and let me explain things. That way you don't jump to conclusions. Now, what I was gonna say is, especially at this time, Noah is a black man, Shem, Ham, and Japheth is all black, right? Come on. And I'm definitely not gonna tell you that we all descend from Ham, because we don't. Come on.
And one of 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor of the Egyptians,
No,
of the
no.
dark races.
Read it again from the top.
No, Ham, the youngest son of Noah, born probably 96 years before the flood. and one of 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races.
Now, what you gotta understand is, the dark races just means black, right? The so-called white man always lumped us in with Africans because they assume we're Africans, but that's not the only black people on the face of the earth, because Japhet was black. All of his children were black. You know who he's the father of? The original people that inhabited the land of York.
So are you seriously,
the original Greeks, all of those people.
saying that you believe the story of Noah and the Ark?
I believe it. You know why I believe it? Because why is there a story in every culture about a flood? Why is there a story? Why does the Chinese have a story? Why does the Native Americans over on this side of the land? Why does the Assyrians have it? Why do think about it, brother?
All the animals in the world got on the ark and were saved with 8 people?
All the animals didn't come on the ark. There was only 7 clean animals and 2 unclean animals. Then a lot of these animals is off-bred from something else, like a pit bull. Pit bulls didn't exist without being bred. Doberman pinschers didn't exist without being bred. These animals was made, and they have a pedigree. They have a time frame when they were made.
Descendants of wolves.
What you say?
So you're saying like?
I'm not gonna say. I don't know if they're descendants of wolves, because there's jackals in the Bible and there's wolves in the
all
Bible.
the animals to be on the ark.
Listen, there's jackals in the Bible and there's wolves in the Bible. It doesn't matter if you believe it or not. The whole thing is that there's a story in every nation, thousands of years old, that has a history of the flood story, because it's real. Come on.
He became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes.
So Ham is the father of the dark nations, but he's not the father of us. Come on.
But the Egyptians, Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites.
He's the father of those nations. But there's other nations in the Bible that Ham's not a father of. Give me Genesis 10. Hand me my Bible real fast. You got Genesis 10, bro? Just bring
Genesis chapter 10.
Let me ask you a real question, brother.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
What you are doing here and what you're teaching, what you're doing here and what you're teaching, what impact has it had on this community?
What impact has it had? We're from this community. Where are you from?
Philadelphia.
You're from Philadelphia, but this is the impact that it has. We're all from this neighborhood. Well, most of us is from this neighborhood. What impact did you have on this community? What you're teaching? What is it that you believe in?
I believe in a lot of different things, but
I'm saying that you're a part of right now.
the reason I'm here is to organize political activity. So the things we're doing in Philadelphia, we selected a new DA who's transforming our community. So we have no cash bail. He's bringing folks home from the penitentiary. He's not prosecuting marijuana laws. We're doing a lot of things in Philadelphia that is restructuring our community.
I'm gonna show you something.
What I'm saying is,
focus on these
spiritual thought
things,
is
right?
always good, but what impact is it going to have on the conditions here?
Give me Deuteronomy.
These are terrible conditions here.
15, real fast. Our conditions was created because we refused to follow God's law, statutes, and commandments. It's that simple. It's that simple. Because you're going to vote for the so-called white man that put you in slavery. How much sense does that? How much sense does it make to? You say a black man? Okay, Barack Obama was the president of the United States. What changed?
Surface changes.
Nothing changed.
Cosmetic changes.
Nothing changed
Nothing,
because you just said, what have
nothing
you
real.
done to impact this community? If Barack Obama was a force to be reckoned with, or any political figure was a force to be reckoned with, wouldn't our ghettos change by now? Or let's say he's a selfish Negro and he said, you know what, I'm from the south side of Chicago. I'm gonna just change where I'm from.
Change is gradual.
Did it change at
I
all?
must say there was some changes.
Did it change? Was
lynching
lynching still occurring when Barack Obama was president?
Lynching hasn't occurred as a national obsession.
You know why? Because of this, brother. Nothing's going to change until we follow God, what he says to do.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Now jump down to 45. Curses, is it a good thing or a bad thing, brother?
Curses are usually a bad thing.
It's usually a bad thing, exactly.
Verse 45, moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
That's the point. These curses, the murder that you were speaking about, the unequal incarceration of our people that you were talking about, that's the result of it, because we did not hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God. Come on.
To keep his commandments.
To do what?
Keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee, and they shall be upon thee.
Meaning the curses will be upon us.
For a sign.
For a sign, like this stop sign or this traffic light. What is the purpose of it? It's to let you know when you're supposed to stop and when you're supposed to proceed, right? Come on.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
And it says that it's going to be on the seed of the Israelites forever, so you can identify who they are in the last days. Now watch this. Give me verse 32.
You're saying we're in the last days?
We are in the last days.
Verse 32, thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
Stop. Now, when the curses said that they'll be upon us for a sign and for a wonder and upon thy seed forever, right? Meaning continuously. This curse was that your sons and your daughters shall be given unto another people. Come on.
And thy eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thy hand.
This is why we have to try to raise up political figures, to try to get might, to try to be able to get our sons and daughters back out of the justice system.
So are you doing that?
But listen.
Are you working politically?
This is what we're doing. We're going to the root. Listen, brother, pay attention. Don't pay attention to the video.
I'm paying attention to you.
We're going to the root cause of the problem. You're focusing on the superficial effects. You understand? You're already after the person's locked up.
On the reality
Listen,
of
brother,
what is going on
after the person is locked
you can teach
up.
all day long, but unless you get
After the person is locked up, because you know what you should be teaching the so-called black man. Give me Exodus 20. Hold that. Exodus 20. Thou shalt not steal. Give me the 10 commandments, because this is what you're supposed to teach.
The basic teachings.
The basic teachings is what we're supposed to learn, because a crackhead should go to jail. A murderer should go to jail. A rapist should go to jail. You're focusing on the effects. Let's focus on the cause. This is what you attack, brother.
Focus on the solution.
This is the solution. Job 30 and 30.
Who wrote the Bible?
What you got to understand, brother, is this.
Who pushed the Bible as the solution for our problems?
The white man pushed Christianity.
Yes,
he didn't push the Bible.
Yes, he did.
You know what the difference between the Bible and Christianity is this. Come on.
Job chapter 9, verse 24.
I said 30 and 30.
My skin is black upon me.
Hold on, wait a minute. This is the prophet Job. What did he say?
My skin is black upon me.
Come on.
And my bones are burnt with heat.
If it's such a racial book that the white man used to enslave us, right? Wouldn't he take something like that out? Because he has the power to rearrange the Bible. He has the power to take away from it.
Because most folks are not going to read it.
That's the point.
Translate it properly.
That's the point. Niggas ain't going to read. Niggas is just in la la land. Niggas is trying to vote for people that ain't gonna do no benefit to them. You're gonna give up one slave master for another. That's what black people do.
You just said.
Give me Psalm Solomon 1 and 5. I didn't say none of that. I said
what you say.
You'll see what I'm saying.
You said politicians.
Song of Solomon 1 and 5. You said politicians, brother. We're saying we're not gonna focus on the superficial effects. We're gonna get to the root of the cause.
Songs of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 1. The Songs of Songs, which is Solomon.
This is Solomon's right.
Verse 5. I am black.
I'm what?
I am black.
Come on.
But calmly.
He's black and beautiful. This is what the Bible says about our prophets. Give me Revelations 1 and 14. Because this is what's in your head, my brother. This is Christianity. This is not the Bible. The Bible is ours, and we're the only ones who can decipher it. We're the only ones that can teach our people what it's talking about.
Right.
He cannot do that because he's going to teach you a lie. Come on.
Revelation chapter 1, verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So if we're going to compare animals in the wilderness, what kind of animal would you compare your hair to? I see you got dreadlocks. Out of all of the animals on the earth, can you identify with a sheep's wool?
Sure, because my hair is woolly.
Exactly. Your hair's woolly. Come on.
As white as snow.
Now, there's gonna come a time, because I see you got salt and pepper here, you hear them fully turned gray, but like this brother's here.
It's gonna be whitey, man.
See, once you get the camera on this brother's face, see how that beard is? Fully white. The heads of his hair, the heads of his face, fully white, like wool. Come on.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Why? Because Christ drank wine. Come on.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
Now let me ask you this. Don't focus on that. Focus on this, because do you drink wine?
Yes, I do.
Okay, then, but you're going to condemn Christ for drinking wine. And you,
I said
when
my
you
eyes
be a
are not
hypocrite,
fire. My eyes are not fire.
your feet.
That's not what that means.
Focus on what I'm saying,
You
brother.
said his eyes is fire because he drank wine?
Give me Genesis
Your eyes
49.
are fiery with the passion of God.
Now guess what
How
happened?
you mistranslate
Listen,
that?
brother, this is what happened. This is who translated it for you. See, we use the Bible. The Bible tells us what it's going to be. Come on, man. Genesis 49.
49.
My time's
Genesis
up.
49
Listen,
as well.
All I can say
this
is-
is a prophecy
All I can
concerning
say is
Christ. Come on, why don't you
His
listen
eyes
more?
shall be red with wine.
So
Trying to do
Moses
this.
prophesied
All of y'all.
about Christ, eyes being red with wine. Don't let the white man dictate things for you. Allow your own brothers to dictate it for you. Because this is what we're reading out of the Bible. You took what the white man had to offer you, hook, line, and sinker, and ain't say nothing about it,
never done
Mr.
that, brother.
Pro-black man.
I've never done that.
Come on, read it again.
His eyes shall be red with wine.
This is the prophecy concerning Christ, that his eyes will be red with wine. Come on.
And his teeth white with milk.
That milk is these scriptures, brother. That's what you gotta learn. He's the one who translated stuff in your brain. That's who's in your brain. The black Christ ain't in your mind. Back to Revelations 1:14.
Revelation chapter 1 verse 14.
15.
And his feet.
Your feet, brother. Is your feet the same complexion? Or let me say this. Is your feet the same race as the rest of your body? Of course. Okay, come on.
Like unto fine brass.
What color is brass, brother?
Copper color.
So how do you purify copper? Like when it's in its
Through
earliest
fire.
stage? Through fire. And you beat it and you polish it. Come on.
As if they burned in a furnace.
So your feet, because that's what John the Revelator is looking down at Christ's feet. And he noticed, dang, his feet is like fine brass, burnt in the furnace. What color is anything that's burnt in the furnace?
Dark.
It's black. Like you, brother. That's what Christ looked like. He looked like
Listen,
you.
You don't have an argument with me.
Here's the thing.
I know Christ
Is
is
that Christianity, though? Is that Christianity?
It's not Christianity as taught by Europeans.
Listen, Matthew 15:24. What you got to understand is they could not take the Bible away from people because there was people. Matter of fact, King James was a black man. That Bible was translated into English so we would get it. You understand? It was translated so we would have it to this day. This thing was not, they got up on a pulpit like your pastor do right now with a Bible in his hand, might quote a scripture and make a sermon out of it. But this is what the Bible says.
Matthew chapter 15 verse 24.
Give me a water,
But he
soldier.
answered.
No
Hold on,
pastor
wait a
in my
minute.
religion.
Brother, listen real fast. Listen to what Christ's words is.
Listen, I gotta
Come
go,
on.
brother.
But he answered and
I've given you
said,
like
I am not
20
sent,
minutes.
but unto
Commend you
the
for doing
lost
this,
sheep
but it's
of
not
the
what I
house
believe.
of Israel.
Brother.
But I will post this so that those who
Brother, just listen to this last verse then.
were on my
Don't-
page will have
don't
an
talk.
opportunity to.
Brother,
to-
listen.
You've been talking 20 minutes, brother.
I'm supposed to.
And-
We're out here teaching.
And-
Where are you at? What are you doing?
I teach every day
Mr.
of my
Talk a
life,
lot?
bro.
We don't know you.
call me
Come
Mr.
on,
Talk a
read.
lot?
But he
That's
answered
what
and
you
said,
talking to half
I
loud.
am not
That's what we're
sent,
supposed to
but
do.
unto
Christ said he's not sent. Come on.
doing that, brother.
but unto the lost sheep of the house of
The
Israel.
house of Israel is you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans.
That's right.
That's who you are. That's who Christ came for. But we have these pro-black brothers always trying to include the so-called white man. That's the problem. You're so used to being in the ghetto that it's nothing to you. You're so used to being downtrodden that it means nothing to you. I don't like slavery. I don't like being oppressed. But y'all ride around, y'all drinking and smoking, laughing it up, while everybody else is at war in the world.
Shalom. This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels. Stay up to date with our latest events, music, and classroom lessons. IUIC plans to continue visiting different countries where this gospel has not been preached before. IUIC needs your help in pushing this truth. So join us. Subscribe to our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and podcasts, and stay up to date with us. For more information, please visit www.israelunite.org.